Good morning. The sun is up. We are up, sort of. The area is still beautiful. The company is still
beautiful.
Having
bloody handsome.
Having a very leisurely morning, waiting for that there to play ball. I think we might have reached the end of the gas because it's taken forever to boil.
And I'm just too lazy to unpack my backpack and get the second can.
Yeah, too lazy. Too lazy, Brian. I've just decided to twist my back while, I don't know, bending over at the tent. So I'm kind of waiting for the pain to stop. But we have a pretty leisurely day ahead of us today, hopefully.
Well, it's only just gone 7:20, so it's still quite early.
Yeah. Late-ish by our standards.
Yeah, we're only got 11 miles today.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the coast to coast. We're going to do this 11 miles. Doesn't sound a lot, but after that 11 miles, you can only do it in stages then, because you're camping in farmland, and it's not, and it's quite urban farmland.
Yeah. I mean, for those that don't know, wild camping is actually not allowed in England. It's not allowed in most of, well, it's allowed in most of Wales and all of Scotland, but not in England, and we're in England. But the sort of understanding is that if you're not taking the piss, they let you do it. Taking the piss includes being within sight of other people's property, basically being in sight of anyone and being in livestock fields. And beyond that stage in 11 miles is Reese. And beyond Reese, you are one or the other. You're either in sight of somebody or in somebody's livestock field. So, yeah. Easy day it is, hopefully.
Yeah.
Please, let me have an easy day. My back asks for it.
Not mine. Don't know why you're pointing it at me. I'm not the one crying like a little baby. Just come out of Keld. I think there's a really nice waterfall here. And we think this is wild garlic because it smells like garlic.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful. Well, there used to be a lot more water then.
Yeah, really fun.
Yeah. Very pretty. Obviously it's very dry at the moment, so when it gets fairly wet, this is quite impressive. Quite impressive. Lovely little house around there. That makes one a beautiful cottage. Bit of work, like. But there's the old tractor that I sat on last time. Someone stole the seat. That's where you go up the miners route that we did last time. And thought we'd do this route this time because we haven't done it.
So this is the alternative trail, the Swale Trail. It's very pretty here. Still some remnants of, we don't know, maybe a mill or something, because there's a stream coming down. And as Brian just shouted, a waterfall. Yeah, so you could,
some sort of mill.
Yeah, you could easily run turbines here.
Yeah, but if you look at the drop from that little bit there,
yeah,
down there, the other turbine there, 3 kilowatt. Easy. Yeah, this track's really nice. Walking along the stream. Behind Heidi. And it's quite nice. Followed by a lot of cows, not Heidi. Cows behind us. They look far away on the camera. A little baby one coming across there. There may be trouble ahead.
Come on, get over. It's you.
Yeah, that's a lot of cows actually. In such a small field. You look very young. Yeah. Oh, you can do the moo moo. There's the moo moo cow. Move for the camera. Oh. I'll take that as a no.
Climbing out of Gunnerside. We've made today a bit too hard for ourselves when we missed a turn. There was one of those typical no access private road signs, and then a sign saying Gunnerside via road, so we followed that one, forgetting that these no access signs actually belong to cars usually, or address cars. So we missed out on a lot of nice level river walking going over a rather hilly road. And now that we're finally on the trail again, it's hilly. So our nice level alternative is not nice and level. Yep, this is alive.
We're slumming it.
We're at the Orchard Campyard Caravan Park and Campsite in Ries.
As when we camped here last time, he's a really nice guy. Tries to do everything for you, but
yeah. He's brought us these chairs
and table
and a table,
so we don't burn the grass.
So we don't burn the grass with our cooker. Not that we ever do, but you know.
Yeah. We went to the pub. We went to the pub and had a meal there. And now we're back at base camp, chilling out.
Enjoying the evening.
Wondering why we bought so much beer.
Only one of us wonders that. The other one knows that beer only comes in
4 or 8.
Apparently, you cannot split these up. They cry if you split them up. We left our campsite in Kelt and set off on the way over the waterfall and up the other side of the valley, and until that little tractor, which happens to be where the two alternative paths split. And this time around we decided to go the easier route, allegedly. Not that we made it easy for ourselves, and followed the River Swale. And it was a very, very pretty route up until around about this place here. This is where that sign was that we just completely misinterpreted, sorry there, I think. And we stayed with this road, which, as you can see from the Ordnance Survey lines, goes quite a bit up into, you know, the hillside. And we kept seeing where we should be down there. Just didn't realise that, that we made a mistake, that we kept thinking, well, there might be a turn off down at some point, and we just couldn't see anything logical. Nothing was signposted, so we stayed on the road all the way to Gunnerside, which which is where the actual route joins up with that road again. And then after that, the nice bit stopped and you were back up climbing into the hills, into the moors. This is a really confusing section here, because as you can probably see, there's like trails in all directions. And once again, nothing signposted for the coast to coast. So we had a bit of a route finding problem here, but eventually just sort of followed the line of least resistance and made it off the moors and back down into the villages. All of this section was slightly confusing, I must say. I mean, this is the most trouble figuring out where we were that we've had for a long, long time. Mainly because of the abundance of other trails going off everywhere. So I would really recommend to either take a compass reading, because you are sort of following in the same direction all the while, or use your GPS in that section. We did neither, obviously, so we suffered the consequences. And it is just a succession of sort of farm and villages before you hit Ries. We were quite tired and quite a bit pissed off about our mistake at this point, which is why there is no footage of any of these. You know, any of this. We were too busy being angry with ourselves and the general geography. But Reese, the campsite, is lovely and always worth a stop.